Originally my dream was to become a filmmaker and write, produce, and direct TV and film, which I did. And originally, everybody was attracted to me because it was me, and it was because my work, and they wanted me to do the work. And so, as I developed this as a business and a full service production company, I really wanted to create systems that weren't dependent upon me, that anybody could do it, that I could have somebody sell it and somebody fulfill it, that I didn't have to do it because, frankly, I've always loved residual income, and I always want my residual income to be greater than my living expenses. And so as I was on this journey doing that, and I got involved in actually selling this thing, it was a television show that we sold. But as we went out there into the marketplace and talked to the appropriate business owners to be involved in this show, we got pushback. People were not willing to pay what we were asking, which really wasn't a lot in my mind. Okay. It wasn't a lot of money, but people were not willing to pay that money to us. And so we started taking less money in the beginning. And this was quite bothersome because it wasn't really going to work. It was not financially doable for me. So I kind of worked for about a month with these people trying to figure out ways. And it turned out that I was really open, by the way. I was really open to adapt. I was really open to get creative. Okay. And this is something you need to do. If you're not open to be creative, you're not open to find some other solution that's not the solution you want, because clearly what I wanted was just to be able to have a system where somebody went there and they paid the money that was supposed to be paid and I would be done, right? But no, it required a little bit more effort on my part, and I had to be creative about this. And what I did was, anyway, I had found that a lot of these people were willing to give me gift certificates to their restaurants, attractions, and entertainment venues as half of what they were doing instead of paying all cash. And so one day, just on a whim, I had $3,000 or $4,000 worth of gift certificates in my drawer that I would probably never be able to use myself. And so I decided to put a promo on that day and put it on the website that you can get half price gift certificates to all of these venues that you're watching on the TV show today by just going to our website. And that night I sold all $4,000 worth of gift certificates. And this gave me the resource that I needed. And I completely changed the package of how we sold it. And we sold it as an annual package for $10,000 worth of gift certificates. And I then had the revenue stream that was working. That was a dependable, repeatable system, making $20,000 a month selling gift certificates online by using the television show and the video, which is what I really wanted to do, was to make the videos and release the TV show and have a crew take care of it for me, which is what my goal was. But I had to get creative and adapt to how we do it. And that's how I find most things are in life, is that when you come to these challenges, you know, I've made a lot of mistakes too. For example, there have been times I've thrown out the baby with the bathwater. You know, I just thought there was no way to succeed in this realm. And a lot of times, this is one of the things I guard myself highly against. I guard myself against other people's ideas. I am very reticent against other people's ideas. Because it's so easy for me to be influenced by other people and what they tell me, especially when you hear the same thing over and over again. I find a lot of the things that people say over and over again to just be not true for me. And I need to really investigate, is this really true for me? And then I need to kind of like be a scientist and like try to enact it. And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, then I'm done with it and I'm moving on. But the point is that through my business consultations with other people, I've been doing business consultations for a long time, and I'm a certified coach and training people. What I find is really that you just really need to figure out how to tap into that thing inside of you that's going to be that engine that once you get, you know, once you tap into that, you could step on the gas and go in as far and as fast as you'd like. Okay. And so, but what I find is sometimes people have said, like when the economy in 2008, 2009, when the economy really went bad, many people downsized, many people claimed bankruptcy, many people closed their business down. And I did the same thing at that time. And I reinvented it and started again fresh. And looking back on that a couple of years later, I realized that was a mistake for me. I shouldn't have done that. Only because when you have something that's working and you're bringing in revenue and income and it's aged for some period of time, it's much better to just keep going and keep pushing, even if you lose a couple $100,000 a year, because revenue is the key factor in everything, especially residual revenue. And so I started over again, which, okay, I'm